In the second page of Common 2 submenu, we can find fast plane portamento and velocity to portamento time, and these are very important parameters to control portamento. Let's go through them step by step to cover every details of these parameters. The first function is fast plane portamento, which propose two parameters, portamento time and time threshold. As we already covered the portamento time parameter in the previous page and chose a value of 50. If we choose a different value for the second portamento time, we can ask ourselves which value the keyboard will consider when we play. The answer is simple. The keyboard will consider the value of the second portamento time if we play fast. The speed will be determined by the first parameter time threshold. This value expresses the time between one note and the next one while playing. While playing fast, the time between each note is short, meaning the threshold time is low. But if we play slow, the time between notes will increase and this value will be bigger. For example, we set the time threshold value to 11. So if we play fast, it means the threshold time is less than 11. The keyboard will consider this portamento time value. But if we play slowly, that means the threshold is bigger than 11. The keyboard will consider the original portamento time. Let's change the original portamento time to 20 and fast plane portamento time to 0, meaning the portamento is cancelled. Here, when playing slowly, we will hear portamento, but if we play fast, the portamento will be cancelled. Slow playing. Fast playing. In which case you can use this feature. Sometimes you don't need portamento in fast passages like trills. So with this feature, you can easily adjust the portamento time while playing. The second function is velocity to portamento time. Here the portamento time will be adjusted by the velocity, meaning how strong you play. The first parameter is velocity sensitivity, and its value ranges from -64 to 64. When the value is 0, we cannot control portamento using velocity. If we change the value to 40, for example, the softer we play, the longer is the portamento time. And if we play hard, the portamento time will decrease until reaching 0 for the highest velocity, which is 127. This behavior is inversed in negative value like -40. If we play hard, the portamento time will increase, and if we play soft, it will decrease. Softly, hardly. The next parameter is reference velocity. Let's go back to positive value to explain this parameter. Actually, if we want to get slow portamento, we need to play soft. But then the volume may sound too quiet. Of course, we can fix this minimum velocity value for one voice in such a way that if we play soft, we will get this minimum value. We can find this parameter in Common 1 page, and it's called slow velocity limit. I'll explain all these parameters in details in a future video. Let's change the low velocity limit from 1 to 50, meaning the minimum volume of the voice will be 50 even if we play very soft. Let's go back to Common 2 page. Velocity to portamento time. Now as we cancelled all velocities below 50, we can no more control the portamento time with soft playing. In this case, we need to increase the reference velocity, so we can get slow portamento with soft velocity while keeping a minimum volume of 50. For example, at value 64, we cannot control the portamento. If we increase the value to 76 or 77, we can now get slow portamento again. The last parameter is minimum portamento time. This value will be considered by the keyboard as the lowest possible for the portamento time, and will not decrease above it even if the original portamento time is set to a lower value. For example, let's set the portamento time to 0 and the minimum portamento time to 20. When playing, the portamento time will never get lower than 20. Thank you very much for watching, and see you soon in another tutorial video for Yamaha PSR-A5000.